This is one of the Dodge lug nuts that have the chrome. Looks like a chrome cap over top of it, and I don't know, all kinds of stuff happened to them, and I can't get the lug nut off. I tried lug nut remover, and it didn't work. I hammered it on and tried to remove the lug nut. So the only option is to drill out the wheel stud. Thought I'd use my half-inch drill. Start off with a small drill bit and work your way up. I started drilling into the center of the lug nut, and I don't know what it is. I never can drill right in the center of anything. It's always off a little bit. I used some lubricant. I don't know if I didn't use the right kind. It didn't really seem like it helped. Just keep. You got to drill down all the way to the. You got to drill all the way down to the where the depth of the lug nut to the last threads, even a little bit beyond that. And you want to allow plenty of time to do this. It took, I think, me about 2 or 3 hours to do this, and you don't want to you don't want to rush it. You don't want to press on the drill. A couple of times, I'm just out of habit. Everybody, I think, when they drill, they put put force against the drill bit, and I caught myself a couple of times. The drill bit was bending, and if you snap off the drill bit inside the lug nut, it's gone. I mean, I don't think you can drill it out. So you just let it drill. Just let the drill bit do its job and drill. I started out with a set of numbered drill bits and went all the way. I think I might have gone up 2 steps each one. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I went through pretty much all those. And then I went to my. I think they go up a 16th of an inch. I use those some inch drill bits. What am I trying to say? SAE, I guess. So here's a lug nut. You have to drill. I drilled actually past it. I drilled past the lug nut, and I actually drilled a little bit into the aluminum wheel, which you really can't see it. I don't think it hurts anything, but if you can, try to drill is to the center of the lug nut if you can. This is one of the Dodge lug nuts, and I don't know, everybody on YouTube that or on the internet that they're showing you how to remove a lug nut. It seems like they're all Chrysler Dodge vehicles. These are my 16th of an inch. They step up a 16th of an inch drill bits all the way up to half inch. Just keep drilling. Select the next size up or 2 steps up, whichever will start cutting, and don't give up. Just keep drilling. This really isn't that good of a picture, but it's actually the whole lug nut's drilled all the way down, all the way through past the lug nut. And what I did is I took a piece of 2x4 and a sledgehammer, and I went underneath the car, the back of the front. Actually, the front of the car is the front wheel, and I put the 2x4 on one of the spokes of the aluminum wheel, and I hit it with the sledgehammer. And when I did that, the wheel just came flying off, and the wheel was off. And this is what's left of the lug nut. And that's what's left of the wheel stud. And I just took the sledgehammer and hit the stub of the wheel stud as hard as I could, and it just popped it right out. There it is. So if it's the front wheels, you have to put both to get both wheels off the ground to be able to turn the hub. And what you want to do is the where you're going to put the wheel stud in. You can see that indentation in the casting of the steering knuckle. That's to help you be able to put the the wheel stud in. The wheel stud comes from the factory with it one side of the head of the bolt shaved down, which will facilitate being able to install the wheel stud on the hub while it's still on the car. And this is the aftermarket wheel stud. Um, Nissan doesn't make them anymore, and I got one from Dorman, and it's definitely too big. I mean, there's no two ways about it. And so I reordered. I got one from another manufacturer, and it's the same way. It's if I take a vernier caliper and measure the splined area, it's like 0.555 on the one that I punched out. You know, the old one, and of course I know that you lose a little bit of the um, the outer circumference, from hammering it in. But it's like the new ones are like 22 hundredths of an inch bigger, which that just doesn't make any sense. So finally, what I had to do is I just took my grinder, my bench grinder, and I just slowly turned the bolt in with light pressure and just kept going around and remeasuring it until I got it down to about, I think it was like 0.62 or something like that. And I had to hammer it in. It took about an hour, I guess. There's a new wheel stud installed.